Good morning, everyone. It is beautiful and sunny, and it's going to be really hot. So I'm going to take the kids to the pool after breakfast again. Hey friends, pool hair again, so let's just pretend this doesn't exist. I will be showering and washing and probably toning my hair after I get everybody to bed, and then doing my nightly chill time while my hair is wet so it can dry. Hello, happy July 13th. It is the day before my birthday. It's birthday eve. And yeah, nothing really planned. My birthday's on a Wednesday. I was actually born on a Wednesday. Smack dab in the middle of work week. But tomorrow we plan to see our friends at Panera belatedly. And don't know beyond that. No idea. Probably just go out and get some dinner or order in. But today we decided to do one more pool day, trying to get some days in where it's not dangerously hot in the morning. Like, it was close. It was, when we left, the heat index had, I think, had gotten up to 100. We left around 11:30. We also needed a day where there weren't chances of thunderstorms, which has been happening a lot, and I don't want to have my period. That's coming up, so they're going to have a little hiatus from the pool for the first half of that, because ain't nothing in the world that can contain that. There's just nothing. Blood thinners. Say it now, say it again, I've said it in the past. Periods should be normalized. Sorry if I speak about it, but there's nothing wrong with it. Anyway, yeah, trying to fit in some pool days. So we did 2 days in a row, really lovely. I enjoy having my extension dunk into the water because it just feels so cold and refreshing in that hot sun to have them wet. But then instantly when they start to dry, it's just straw, sticky straw. It's terrible. So going to be lather, rinse, repeating several times. And yeah, after the pool, we came home and I did about a week's worth of backups of vlogs onto my computer. I still have several. I don't know how I ended up with so many on here, and my phone hasn't complained that it's out of backup space. I must not have iMovie set to back up to the cloud right now. Oops, my bad. But I do manually back them up, so sometimes I do turn that on because I pay like 99 cents a month to Apple to have 50 gigs of backup space for, I think, Sebastian and my device back up to that right now. I'm not sure if Jax's does. But yeah, I took care of at least a week of those, but then I decided, since it's my birthday tomorrow, I wanted to treat myself to an acai bowl. Looked them up. A smoothie shop chain, Robex, sold a $10 acai bowl. So I messaged Jax and sent him the menu there. I was like, you guys can either split a smoothie or split an acai bowl. And he's all about smoothies. He's not about trying new things. So he looked at the menu and chose a smoothie called the Big Wednesday. I think it was like strawberry and peach and stuff. And convinced his brother that they were going to split that one. So we went, and I got my acai bowl. They got their smoothie. They were happy. Then they saw my smoothie bowl, my acai bowl, and they're like, oh, let us try it. So they all got bites, and after a couple bites, Jax was like, I might need to try that next time. And I let them finish it up. Jax ate the fruit that I had left for him and a few bites of the acai that hadn't already started melting because the temperature was about 107 heat index. I'll put the Celsius up here. Then I took the rest of the extra acai. It's always too much acai for me. It's overload. I can't drink big smoothies either. I poured it into Sebastian's empty smoothie cup, so he had a little extra smoothie since he does get a small. We get a large and we divide it into a medium and a small for the boys, so he gets a small. Back in the day when Jax had a science class that was right there, we used to do the same thing, and he would get the medium and I would take the small. But we enjoyed that. I started to take a walk around the shopping center so he could be in the shade most of the time, but then Sebastian's like, my tummy's kind of hurting. He always announces that when he needs to poop, so We cut it short and headed home. It was really hot anyway. Came home, watered the plants again. I think I watered them 4 times. It was so intensely sunny and hot that everybody kept wilting, and I can't keep the irrigation section at the bottom of the pots filled with water right now because mosquitoes keep laying babies every time I do, and I'll get covered in mosquito bites when I go out to water the plants. So I'm just having to water them a lot, but at least I'm not getting mosquito bites. Then I think yeah, paper's coming off of maybe the honey bottle. The label's starting to mush up in the water and come off. He's playing with an empty honey bear, and it probably still has a sticker on it. But I think I finished up those backups I started. I ate a few almonds because I felt like I didn't have enough protein with that. Well, I definitely didn't have enough. It was only 3 grams of protein in the acai bowl. Then I guess we just went upstairs for quiet time. We didn't really have time. It was like 2 when we got back. So we went up at 2:30. And Sebastian wanted to have Ziggy out on the bed. Ziggy really loves his crate, which you can't see, it's dark there. He loves it. He really loves it. And I'm like, I really think he wants to go in his crate today. He's tired, he's grumpy. Sebastian was near tears. He's like, can I at least sit by his crate? I'm like, I don't know if he's gonna like it. And sure enough, he growled. Ziggy growled at him. I'm like, okay, you can't do that. What we'll do is halfway through quiet time, you can let him out and you can lay in the bed. I probably have a treat in the pocket of my sweater. I wear these sweaters a lot, and especially the black one I wear at night, I try to keep some cookie crumbs in the pocket, which reminds me I need to refill. But we did have a quiet time, and of course he remembers and is like, can we let him out now? I'm like, okay. And he comes out, and we convince him to come up on the bed with the cookies, and he stayed there for about 20 minutes, but then he got down and went in his crate, his open crate, and laid there and napped for another half an hour. We were about to wind up our quiet time, and Ziggy walked into Sebastian's room, which Sebastian doesn't sleep in, but it's his room. He has all his stuff in there. And I didn't know that Sebastian didn't close his room door. Ziggy was just wandering the house. So we ended quiet time, headed downstairs. During quiet time, I had gone into my Animal Crossing because last night I was in there so fast. I was just ordering some things for a friend, and then I left and I totally forgot that there was a camper at the campground and I needed to go check and see who it was. So before I moved forward today, I went and checked during quiet time, and it was Tangy. If you've been following along and paid attention to any of my Animal Crossing blathering, Tangy's the orange cat. She has an orange head and a little leaf for hair. Super cute. My good friend Paul, he loves Tangy. We always celebrate her, and I couldn't pass her up. Now, I'm lucky that I have 3 villagers that I'm ready to let go of. 3 out of 10. I mean, it's better than 1, because what happens when you have a random camper is you play a card game, and if you win it, she'll say, yeah, I'd like to move, but there's no room. How about I take so-and-so's place? She will choose randomly. So at least having 3 that I'm willing to say yes to is better than only 1 out of 10. But in order to get another answer, you have to suddenly close out your game without saving and go back in and get her to offer you that card game again, which can take a while. You have to actually guess right. It's either, is this card red or blue, black, or is it a heart, spade, club, or diamond? And we managed, because Sebastian was helping me guess, we managed 2 wins, and she said Coco, the coconut bunny, and I'm like, no, Coco's staying. And then she took pity on me because we kept getting them wrong and just said, yes, I'll just say yes, and she chose Raymond. And Raymond is an extremely popular character in Animal Crossing because you cannot get him through an amiibo card. He's one of the new ones, and he's unique. He's a cat. He's got 2 different color eyes. He wears like a little suit outfit, and he has an office. And I wanted to love him. I got him when I tried to give my little white hamster Marshall to Jax. That went all wrong. He ended up with a blank Marshall and not my Marshall. Missed my Marshall. He was one of my best friends. I was only willing to give him up for my own son. So I'm still kind of salty about that. It was nobody's fault. But yeah, I tried to have Raymond take his place and nothing would take his place. We never clicked. Maybe it's because I was so upset about losing my little bestie. I do want Marshall to come back to my island someday, but I'm having fun like rotating, and having that extra spot that is safe to rotate is good. So Raymond got my blessing to leave. Tangy's moving in tomorrow, but I needed a spot for Raymond, so I did. After quiet time, I messaged my Animal Crossing group and said he's up for grabs. I don't want to stay forever on it because tomorrow's my birthday, and I would like to play my birthday on my birthday, but I can hold until like tomorrow night if needed. But my friend Happy, hello Happy, he was willing to do some time traveling to get a spot because Raymond is on his list. So by the time I was ready to start dinner, he was able to come and pick up Raymond. Is basically you go and he's in his little house, sweeping his floor, all his moving boxes, and he just needs to invite him to his island. And his empty plot will say sold, waiting for Raymond. Tomorrow Raymond will be in his house with his boxes sweeping again, ready to unpack, and I will have Tangy doing the same thing. So that worked out. Then I cooked stir fry. I did not use the kit this time. I just used all those veggies that I bought, my own sauce, and I had chosen some P.F. Chang's mini egg rolls. I didn't know they were mini, but I just made the whole pack, and everybody liked them. Sebastian didn't eat his. He's always weird about like sides and breads and stuff. He was working on all the veggies and tofu that he liked, and I'm like, hey, can you try your egg roll? And he tried it, and he's like, oh my god, can I have the last one? So my husband and I gave the kids each one, and my husband and I had a little plate that we were just nibbling off of. I had only had, I think, 2 of the 6 that had been on our plate, but I'm like, if your daddy doesn't want that one, you can have that one. And he was just like carrying on, like, I wish we had 15. I wish this whole house was filled with these egg rolls. They were vegetarian egg rolls, but obviously not vegan because they're made with egg wrappers. But that was our dinner, and then I wanted to walk, but damn, the heat index was still 103 or something. I'm like, come on, it's like 7 o'clock. So I went downstairs. I had a couple chocolates, and I did a tiny bit on those drums. They're so annoying trying to get glue twist ties to glitter paper in a circle. So annoying. But I got 2 things glued, baby steps, and then I switched to stitching. Oh, also before I cooked dinner, I finished a sweater. I need to weave in all the ends and then block it, but the knitting is done. I will show you later. I've been talking far too long. If you have made it this far, you rock. And I want you to post a birthday cake emoji to show me that you made it this far. So yeah, Sebastian came down around 8:15 and said he wanted a shower since he did go in the chlorine 2 days in a row, and he's got eczema like me and my husband. My husband and I. What is the grammar? Let me know. I said yes. Hopefully he washes his hair too. It's getting really long. Sorry, I have something in my eye. I think it's on my own eyelashes. They just jump in there. But the fan is making it so I can't open my eye. Oh God, look at that. Jesus Christ. That was huge. Did you see that in my eye? It's still there. It's moving. Am I creeping you out? I'm so sorry if you don't like eyes, because I don't like eyes either. Right now it's just deep in the crack there, so you're gonna have to wait for that to come back out. Okay, well, at least I'm not being dramatic. Anyway, I'm gonna wrap this up so I can change while he's in there. Then they're probably gonna read. I'm gonna start editing. Then I'm gonna do his little bit of video time, get him to sleep, go back to editing. Once the video is done and exporting, I'm gonna say goodnight to Jax, get my ice water for the night, and work on toning my hair, shampooing it. Then I'm gonna chill. So that's the plan. I'm gonna wake up tomorrow, 5:25 while I'm asleep. I will turn another year old. Guess how old I am? Leave it in the comments. And yeah, see you tomorrow. Stay safe, be kind, don't forget, wash your hands.